Hello everybody, hello, comment nous y matin, comment nous y? Hello, ça, bon, on changer comme ça. Let's do it. Welcome to our live trading. So let's see what we can do for today. So let's today be an amazing day. Let's have good trade. Let's be patient. Let's wait for our setup, and let's not rush it, and let's have fun. So this is the first candle of the market open. So I'm gonna wait to see how this candle gonna close. Then I will know if I'm gonna take my trade right after the candle, or if I'm gonna wait. Okay, so this is the first candle. So let me check the 2 minute, and let's see what is going on in the 2 minute. So I kind of like this candle. So I think so this is a great candle, but we also have another block here in the 2 minutes. So I think that I'm gonna have to wait to see how we're gonna close this 5-minute candle. But I really like what I'm seeing in the 1 minute and the 2 minute. So I'm getting ready to take my first trade right now. Let's see what will happen. So I think I'm getting ready to take my first trade. So let's do it. I'm gonna go for a sell right now, but I kind of like it. But we still have okay. So I like what we but so I think that I'm gonna have to wait for the 5 minutes because of the other block that we have in the 2 minutes. So I think that I'm gonna be patient and wait for a clear confirmation from the market in the 5 minutes. And let's say that I'm going for a sell, for a short this morning. Let me see where my target gonna be. I think my target should be so in this area, yeah, 54. So let me wait to see how we're gonna close this 5-minute candle. So I think so I had a good reason to be patient, because right now we have a bottom wick in the 5 minute. Let us be patient. So patience is the way to do it. So here, like this is my setup. This was my setup, like this bearish engulfing. So I really like this bearish engulfing and the 2 minute. But the reason why, so I was a bit like you know, skeptic to get into the short trade is because of this 2 minute order block. So I didn't like it. So that's the reason why I said, okay, so I'm gonna wait for the confirmation and the 5 minute, but we didn't get it. Which means that so I had a good reason to be patient. So I'm still gonna wait. So I'm gonna wait for a clear setup from the market and see what I'm gonna do, long or short. But I want to wait. So this live is gonna be in both Creole and English. Let's say that you want to speak English and you have a question for me, you can ask it. And if you want to speak Creole and you have a question for me, you can also ask your question. So this is it, guys. Let's go. Let's do it. Yeah. So I'm a funded trader with Topstep. So I've taken many payouts with them, and this is and Topstep is my favorite platform. So I don't really like the other platform. Because of their payout policies, so I prefer Topstep and this regard. So ok, so normalement pour moi qui va l'écrire là, donc si toutefois vous avez une question, capable toujours poser moi une question en créole, pas de problème, et si vous parlez anglais tout, capable toujours poser question en anglais. Donc raison qui fait qu'on a commencé à faire live bien en anglais ensemble avec créole, c'est parce que ma PC ben élargi communauté pour ne pas seulement arrêter dans la communauté créole, mais nous capables de faire le tout en anglais, côté que nous capables de joindre monde qui parlait anglais, qui intéressé bien ensemble avec son affaire. Ok guys, so oubliez si nous avons des questions, nous pouvons toujours poser des questions dans les commentaires, s'il vous plaît, dans la section chat là. Et moi-même, à mesure pour me capable de répondre. So, juste après ça, on a vu makèt là. So far, it's really not easy to go down. So we can see that every time we dip, the market find buyers. So let's say that today we are not able to short. So I think the upside target will be. So I think the upside target would be, okay, this area, this fair value gap and this other block. So I think let's say that we cannot go down. The upside target for today would be for me like 600. So that will be the target for the day if we cannot go down. But so far I'm just waiting patiently because I still haven't so I'm still waiting for my target to show up. I still haven't seen my setup, so I'm waiting for it, and let's see if it will present itself. So when you are trading, patience is key. You have to be patient, you have to wait. Okay, so far, like, this is my range, so I don't know what will happen here. So I don't know if we will see a rejection from this bearish breaker, or if the market will continue to reach my premium and then find a rejection there. So I don't know, I am waiting because like right now, like the way that I trade, so I like to wait for a clear confirmation for the market before so I enter my trade. So I like to wait for the market like to give me a clear confirmation, and the confirmation that I like is some kind of momentum with volume, and this is what I'm looking for right now. So we do have to be patient. Patience is key. So we also have the same breaker in the 15 minute. Let me see what we have in the 30 minute. We also have a fair value gap in this breaker zone. So which means like this should be an important resistance zone for the market. So let's see what will happen. So for this, like for the market, like to tell me that this is really a resistance zone for them, like they should give me like a rejection. So this is what I'm looking for. If let's say that buyers are so able like to easily go up from this area, so this means that this area is not very strong. So I will have to wait for the market to reach the prior day high. But the reason why that I'm not going up right now is because like the market didn't give me my bullish setup. So that's the reason why I am not long at this moment. So I'm only trading my setup. So guys, c'est ça. Donc, nous sommes à trade setup moyen pour aujourd'hui. Pas vraiment trade l'autre façon. Donc, c'est pas science lié. D'habitude, comme ça qu'on arrive si market là ban moins setup moyen dans premier 5 minutes, moi rentrer dans trade là dans premier 5 minutes que market là l'ouvrir. Parfois tout c'est après 30 minutes, parfois c'est après une temps. So m'a suivre qui ça que market là ban moi je dis à bot moi-même from temps setup moyen. Donc là, nous avons un breaker block. Et normalement, pour market la monter, parce que là, dans 5 minutes, là, nous avons un breaker block. Là. Dans 3 minutes, là, nous avons fait value gap. Dans 15 minutes, là, nous avons un breaker block, plus fait value gap. Dans 30 minutes, là, nous avons fait value gap dans la même zone. Là. Donc ça fait que pour market la monter, que zone, ça, c'est une zone qui est importante. Faut que market là, buy une rejection. Et pour montrer dans short, pour les bam, il y a une rejection qui est assez bien important pour me rentrer dans le short. Donc là, ça c'est juste un petit rejection, ça qui est assez normal. Donc il est beaucoup vraiment comme si bon moi il y a une confirmation pour rejection pour me rentrer dans le short que je vais chercher. Donc c'est ça que nous attendons là. Remember guys, if you have a question for me, don't hesitate to ask and I will be able and I will try my best to answer you. Okay, so I gotta like what I'm seeing right now from the market. So I gotta like it. So now what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna wait for this candle to close. And depending on how we close the candle, so I'm gonna enter in short. Let's wait for the market. So we still have less than 2 minutes left before we close this 5-minute candle. So let me wait for it. So I'm gonna like the rejection that I'm seeing right now from the market. Now I just have to wait for the candle to close. And if the sellers if they aren't able like to close the candle the way that I want them to do it, so I think this will mean that the buyers want to go higher, and I will wait for another opportunity. Okay, we have less than 1 minute left for the candle to close. We have to be patient, we have to wait because so anything could happen within like 50 seconds with this market, because it's a very volatile market. So we have to wait, we have to be patient, we have to wait for clear confirmation before we enter our trade. So I'm getting ready right now. 30 minutes, 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds left. Let's wait, let's be patient. Right now I have my limit sell. Right now, and once the candle close, I'm gonna get into the trade. 10. Okay, so I kinda like it. Okay, so I'm getting in. Okay, boom. Yeah, so I'm short right now. So I'm short on this market. Let me take the trade on paper so that you guys can see it. Okay, let me take the trade on my paper trading. So I'm going with going short, and what's gonna be my target? Let's see. Okay, so this will be my target right now, and I will have my stop loss right there. And I will have my stop right there. And what I'm gonna target 3 times my risk. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna target 2 times my risk. Okay, I'm gonna target 2. So which means that I'm gonna target like okay. I'm gonna target moment guys. Because we do have to do the calculation. So I'm gonna target 54.35. This area right here, which means like I'm gonna target this market like to reach this value gap. So this will be my target. So let's see what will happen. Let's wait and see. So this is our first trade for the day. Let's see how this gonna play. So this is our first trade, and this is our target. Let's see if this will be an amazing trade for us. Let's see if we have a good target. We have a good target from the 4 hour. What about the 2 hours? We also have a good target. This will be so about like a 15% retracement from what we did yesterday. This is a good target. What about the 1 hour? This will be a good target too. Yeah, this is a good target. So we are targeting like this fair value, this bullish fair value gap. This is a good target. So, and what about the 30 minutes? So we want the market like to go below this bullish breaker and then target this fair value gap. This is a good target. So this is a good target. So what we can do right now, we just have to wait for the market to do its thing. Yeah, we just have to wait for the market to do its thing. So this is it. Let's wait for the market to do its thing. So the first resistance like for the market would be this other block. So we want the market to go below this other block to invalidate this other block for our short to have like more confirmation for our short setup. Okay, so the indicators that I'm using are Luxalgo fair value gap and the ICT concept from Luxalgo. Those are the two main fair value gap that I use, and this is it. And also I have the volume indicators. But the two main indicators that I use are the Luxalgo fair value gap and the ICT concept fair value gap from the ICT concept from Luxalgo. Those are the two main indicators that I use. So now let's wait for the market. Only have to be patient. We have our stop loss, we have our target, we have this other block. So we want the market to invalidate the other block. That's what we want the market to do, to invalidate the other block, to go below this bullish engulfing that we had in the 15 minute. So we only have to be patient right now. Let's be patient. That's all we can do. So those are my indicators: Luxalgo fair value gap and the ICT concept from Luxalgo. And the other things that you see, those are my levels, because I mainly use levels to enter a trade. So as you can see, this other block is right under the previous, like the week high that we had last week. So let's wait. So we want the market to invalidate the other block. We want the market to show us that it wants to go below the high of last week. This is what we are looking for, and we have a good target considering the volatility that we have seen this week. So this is a good target. This is not too much for the market. And so far the market so is only down 0.32%. So we are looking for the market to go like to go down maybe 1%. This is what we are looking for. So this will be a good thing for our short setup. This would be like a good thing to invalidate the other block, create a new breaker, bearish breaker, and to create a new bearish bear block in this area. Let's wait. Let's be patient. Patience is everything with the in this market. Let's wait and see. Now we want to see a flush from this market. From the market, we want to see a flush, like a big move down. That's what we want from the market right now. Let's see how we close. So the way that we close this 4 hour is very important for us. So and what about the 2 hours? Okay, the way that we close the 2 hours is very important. What about the 1 hour? Okay, so I really like the topic that we have from the 1 hour. So this is also more confirmation for our short setup. So this doesn't mean that our short will work, but this is more confirmation, like more confirmation for us to stay in the trade and to be patient. Okay, let's do it. Let's go market. Let's do it. So the way that we trade, we only risk we only go for 3 times so our risk. That's what we always do. So like that, let's say that we have a 30% win rate, so we can always be profitable. So that's what we aim. This is the reward that we always aim for: 3 times risk. We time the risk. Okay. So si gen moun ki pale kreol, pa esite pose kesyon yo. Let's be patient. We want to see a flush from this market. We won't move our stop, like we won't trail our stop. This is not the way to trail your stop. So you won't tell, and then you should not move your stop to break even right now. You should give the market space to do its thing, because once you enter the trade, this means that you accept the risk. So this is my risk. So I don't mind if the market hit my stop. So which in like, so I'm giving the market time, space to do its thing. Okay, so we already invalidate the other block in the 2 minutes. That's okay. So I want to see the same confirmation in the 5 minutes. We have less than 2 minutes left before we create a new 4-hour candle. So the way that we close this candle is very important. This 4-hour candle, the way that we close it is very important for us. Let's see if we have news. What kind of news do we have for today, 10 o'clock? I don't know. Let me see. We don't really have news for the, like, no. Let me refresh my page, this page. April 25. Yep, we don't really have news. Like, we only have the consumer sentiment at 10 o'clock. So which is about like 30 seconds. So let's see what the consumer sentiment, let's see how the market will react. Yeah, so I do have different settings. Like, let me go over my setting. Like for the ICT concept from Luxalgo, like those are the two main settings that I have. So I have like mode present, and I also have the length 5. And for the colors, you can choose your colors for the MS and the like for the market structure shift and the breakup structure. You can choose your own colors. And I do not like show displacement, and for my visible certain valences, so I only use 2. And also for show other blocks, 10 other blocks. And I also do not click on show historical polarity changes. I use candle body, and so I do not click on this show liquidity. And I do not use this tool for the fair value gap, and I do not use this. So this is my settings for the ICT concept from Luxalgo. This is my settings right here. So we can see that the consumer sentiment is kind of bullish for the market. I don't know, sell side liquidity. What happened? It seems that I click on it. Liquidity, yeah. I do not want to do because I don't really use this. So right now, what you're gonna do, we have to wait. So this is an important support zone for the market, and this is so okay that we are seeing right now this kind of this kind of rejection to go lower. Like the market doesn't want to go lower right now, so we just have to wait. We just have to be patient. So we know that the market create the new bearish breaker. So we have to wait for this 5-minute candle to see if the market gonna invalidate the bearish breaker right now. Let's wait and see. Let's be patient. Patience is key right now. So it's possible that they hit our stop. That is very likely. But this was a good trade. And if we see another setup like it, we're gonna take it. Because that's how you should trade. You see your setup, you take it. Let's wait. So this is the consumer sentiment news. The consumer sentiment news push the market up so far. And for the Luxalgo, let me go over my setting for the Luxalgo. So this is my setting. You can take a look at it. You can also rewind like live, so you can also pause it if you want to. So this is my setting for the Luxalgo fair value gap. This is my setting right here. So I kind of like bearish. So I kind of like the concept of breaker block and so other block from ICT. This is the reason why. So I use this indicator so I can see the breaker, the other block so easily. So I don't like to trade with a naked chart because like this is very confusing for me, like to have to look for each other block. So there is an indicator that so help me find the breaker block and the other block very easily. So this is the reason why. That's why. So I use this indicator. So let's wait how they're gonna close this 5-minute candle. This is very important. So we want the market to move down. Let's wait. Let's be patient. Let's be patient. So far the breaker block is holding. This is good news for us. So far the breaker block is holding. So maybe this was like a liquidity sweep, like they go higher to take liquidity then move down. Let's wait and see. But so far the bearish breaker is holding, which is good news for us. Patience is key when you are trading. You have to be patient. Sometimes the market moves fast, sometimes the market moves slow. Yesterday the market moved very fast. Yeah, moved very fast from the market open. So this was the market open, and they went like the range was like 100 points, so in about 1 hour. So the market was very fast yesterday. So far it's a very slow market. What is this range? This range is like 20 points. Yeah, 20, 25. 20, 25 points. Do not move your stop. Let the market do its thing. If your stop gonna be hit, they're gonna hit your stop, and then you can look for another trade. But do not move your stop. You have a good stop, you have a good target, don't move it. Wait. Because like the fact that you lose this trade doesn't mean that you're gonna be weather for the day. You might be able like to find another trade. And when you are risking like when you are going for 3 times your risk, this means that when you lose, so even if you lose like 3 trades in a row, you only need to read 1 to be break even, which is a good thing. So ça makèt la fè la. Sou pale kreol ou gen kesyon, pa ezite pose kesyon yo, guys. We are about like 22 minutes for this live, because it's always a 1 hour live. We have 22 minutes left. If you have a question for me, don't hesitate to ask your questions, please. So this kind of show that, so as of right now, the market want to go higher, so higher. So we're gonna have maybe they will hit our stop, and then we will wait for another setup. This is it. We will wait for another setup if they hit our stop, which is not good. They create the new breaker, the bearish breaker, then validate. They created the new order block they invalidate the new order block. So the market want to go higher right now. They do not want to go lower. This is what we are seeing right now from the market. So this kind of was a good trade. If they hit our stop, that's okay, but it was a good trade. Okay, we have like about 19 minutes left for this live. If you have questions for me, if you have a question for me, please ask your question. Okay. So here we had like the first time that we touched this area, we had a rejection. We had a violent rejection. What about the second time? Will we have another rejection? We don't know. Let's wait and see. Fridays are usually consolidation days for the market. It's kind of hard to pick the direction right now, but this was a good trade. This was a good trade. We follow our setup, we follow our plan, we stay disciplined. We took the trade and it didn't work, but that's okay. You just look for another trade, for another opportunity. The same setup, the same discipline, same strategy. You can't win it all. Yeah, you can't win it all. So Mhm. Bon, non, ça que trading là, c'est vraiment ça. Le trading là, normalement, on rentre dans le trade, tout le bagage paraît clair devant, puis c'est pour on prend le marché bien belle, et puis dans 10 minutes, makèt la montre que c'est pas ça l'on peut faire. Let's be patient. Let's wait and see if we're gonna get like another rejection and from this area. Let's be patient. So far, the other block is holding, which is good. Let's see if we will get another rejection. So another rejection would be good for me. What is NQ doing? We might see consolidation day further. I don't know. Possible. Okay, we want to see like another big rejection from this area. Okay, let's be patient. So we already know that it's more likely for our stop to be hit, so we are just waiting right now. We're just trying to be patient. We never know, they might not hit the stop, but so far it's more likely that they hit it. But you know, trading is probability, so the fact that there is more chances that they hit it, that they hit the stop, doesn't mean that they will hit it. Okay, so I kind of like the rejection that I'm seeing right now from this same area. So now let's see if we can find continuation, because we also have a bullish fair value gap here. We do not want this bullish fair value gap to hold. So NQ is more bullish than than ES this morning, but we want the market to go lower. Is what we're looking for. Okay, this is a good rejection so far. Now we want a continuation. This is what we are looking for right now. We want continuation. Okay. So we like the continuation that we are seeing so far, but we know this zone is it's an important support zone for this market. So we do not want them to come back here and let buyers hit again. We want them to flush this zone. We want them to move fast when they reach this zone. This is what we want them to do, because we know this zone is a very important support zone, because we have the high of last week, and we also have the overnight low in this area. So we want them to flush this zone fast. This is what we want so far. Let's wait and see. Let's be patient. Now this is a good move for us, but we do not want them to close this 15-minute candle in a bottom wick. We do not want them to do that. We want them to move fast. We want them to invalidate this 50-minute fair value gap and then move to our target. We do not want them to close this in a bottom wick. This will not be good for us. This will mean that they do not want to go lower right now, because there are too many buyers in this area, so they will have to go higher and then try again. So we want this to be the momentum that we want, that we need, so they could hit the target that we have here. So we have okay, so far, like you can see that we have good buyers in this area. So we do not want this to be a bottom wick. No, we do not want this to be a bottom wick. So otherwise, if this is a bottom wick, like this only means that this is buyers. So we want them to go past those buyers, like to go lower here. So this will be the sign that, okay, sellers want to move. Sellers want there are way more sellers than buyers, and they want to go down. This is what we want them to do right now. So we do not want this 15-minute candle to be a bottom wick. So we have about 5 minutes left, and we also have about 5 minutes left for the live. So let's wait. So far it's a bottom wick, so because we know it's an important support zone, so we want them to flush this zone. We do not want it to be a liquidity sweep. Okay, so far we like this new bearish fair value gap that we have in the 5 minute, but what's really important for us right now is this 15-minute candle. We do not want this 15-minute candle to be a bottom wick. We want them to, like, if this 15-minute candle could close below 54.37, this will be great. This is what we want. So this is an important support zone. This is why it's not easy for the market. Why is that? First, it's the overnight low. This is an important support zone, the overnight low. And we also have the previous week high. This is an important support zone. So this is, let me show you. So in the 4 hour, this area is like was a resistance. So it's likely, so this is why this zone is resisting right now. They do not want to go down past the zone, but it's more likely they're gonna go down right now, but we don't know what will happen in the next 15 minutes, because there is no way to predict the market. No way. You can only react to it and hope that they do what you are looking for. Okay guys, we have about 3 minutes left for this live. So this was a good live for me, so I took a good trade. So I don't know if they're gonna hit my target, but I will let you know. So in our Discord group, in our WhatsApp group, I'm gonna let you know how I close the trade, if they hit my target or if they hit my stop. So if you have more questions for me, please ask before I end the live. Okay, so so far the 15 minute is holding. The 15 minute is holding. We have 1 minute left. The 15 minute is holding. We want them to create this other block in the 50 minutes. That would be great for us. That would be more confirmation for us. We want them to do that. So let's go market. Let's go. So this is it, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Don Dada, for your questions, and thank you, Miguel, for your comment. Thank you so much, guys. So I'm gonna see you next week, and so hopefully I'm gonna end the day green, not red. And so have a good weekend. So I will see you next week. Bye bye, everyone. See you next week.
Thank you.